here the exponential equation, and we want to solve for x when x is a real number. So first of all, let me substitute here y is equal with 4x. And now y squared is going to be 4x times 4x, which is a 4 in exponent 2x. But 4 squared is a 16, and this one I can write as 16x. So what does it mean? Y squared I can write as a 16x. With the same idea, I can find that the y cubic is going to be equal with a 64x. So that's what we have here. And this equation here, 4x, if I am moving, for example, 1 or 5 in the other side, the 4x is minus 16x. So this equation is going to take this form, plus a 64 in exponent x minus 1 of 5 is equal with 0. But if I am making this substitution, now we have a y minus a y squared plus a y cubic minus 1 of 5 is equal with 0. If I write this one in the standard form, so let me write in standard form, y cubic minus a y squared, so this here was a plus, and a plus of y is minus 1 of 5 is equal with 0. If this is a polynomial of third degree, so in order for us, for example, to find the solution here, we can use a remainder theorem. If we are using the remainder theorem and we are using some integers, we are going to see, for example, if y is equal with 5, and this y of 5 is going to be equal with 5 cubic minus 5 squared plus 5 minus 1 of 5 is equal with 0. Why? Because 5 cubic is 125 minus 5 squared is 25. 125 minus 25 is 100 plus 5 is 1 of 5 minus 1 of 5 is 0. What does it mean? It means because of the remainder theorem is 0, because the remainder here is 0, it means we can apply the factor theorem, which states one of the factor, because here is a 5, so y minus 5 is a factor of this polynomial here. But if we want to find the other polynomial, the other factor of this polynomial here, to factorize this in 2 factors, we can find this way. We can use synthetic division. If we are using synthetic division, and because of 5 here we want to check does it gives us again the remainder 0, we can write this polynomial here 1 minus 1 plus 1, okay, plus 1, and is minus 1 of 5, minus 1 of 5. And here we are dropping 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Minus 1 plus 5 is 4. 5 times 4 is 20. And 20 plus 1 is 21. 5 times 21 is 1 of 5. So we already see, so the remainder is 0. And the other factor, based on the synthetic division here, we have a y plus 4y plus 21 is equal with 0. So this polynomial we can write in this factor here. Now we want to see for the real solution, y minus 5. If we are taking y minus 5 and we equate it with 0, so we add in plus 5 both sides, and y turns out to be equal with 5. So this is one solution, real solution. But if we want, for example, to find here what is the solution of this quadratic equation, so this is y squared. If we want to find this quadratic equation, we can use a discriminant just to make sure does it have a real solution, which is a b squared minus 4ac. And if we are plugging here in, so b is a 4, 4 squared is a 16, is a minus 4 times a is 1, 4 times 1 is a 4, and c is 21. 4 times 21 is 84. So as we see here, this is going to be less than 0. So according to the discriminant formula, what gives us this equation, this result, so we already know this quadratic equation has 2 complex solutions that do not belong in the real field. So it means those are not real numbers. So the only solution y is equal with 5. Because y is equal with 5, So we can write, instead of the y, we already see here y was equal with the 4x. So we already see here. And because it's a 4x, instead of a y, we are plugging here. So let me rewrite here 4x. And instead of the 4x, so let me write here is, so instead of the y, writing 4x is equal with 5. And now we lnize both sides. When we lnize is ln. 4 in exponent x is equal with ln 5. What does it mean? This 4x we can write as a ln in exponent 2, 2 in exponent 2x, because 2 is in 4 and is ln 5. And finally, this 2x we can put in the front, so we can write 2x ln 2 is equal with ln 5. We divide everything by 2 ln 2. When we divide everything by 2 ln 2, it turns out x is equal with ln 5 divided by 2 ln 2. So this is the final result. So this is the final result. And just we can write here one extra thing. So x is equal with ln 5 divided by 2 ln 2. So this is the answer.